Okay, second part. These are the indices. Let's start with the DAX for Friday, the 9th of September. It was a very strange opening. The market actually went down, and usually when London opens, it does something to just do the contrary of what happened in Frankfurt. This time the market went down quite heavily. So that was already an anomaly. It would have been quite tempting actually to step in and try to ride it. When I see anomalies, I rather wait. You could have entered at 17 here, and the market went to 9, so you might have had a break even. But really, this was too aggressive, and I decided not to take it. Now, because I was so reluctant, I was quite eager to get in as soon as I could on a buy signal. When the market actually moved out of this really boring and totally untradeable range, I jumped in. I knew that it wasn't a particularly good trade because you would have entered 57, 58 and you had just enough time to get in get out at this daily pivot, but the risk was quite high, as you can see. You know that I don't mind to risk 2 or 3 times the amount of money I can get if I have a 75-80% probability of getting 10 points and risking 30. And this was actually the case. As it happened, I was quite happy because the market went up 11 points. My target was definitely there because it was a pivot point. And then I was stopped out with the other half at break even. So that was the only positive thing in the morning, the only trade I did in the morning. So, and I was a little bit lucky on that. And so I waited for the afternoon to see what would have happened. The afternoon didn't start very well. Or better, it started quite well, but I wasn't playing. Of course, this was a very nice breakout, but it was before 1 o'clock. Again, I remind you that there was Fed talks. Somebody at Fed was talking at 1:15, and so I decided to stay out of euro, pound, and US indices. However, when I saw this, and I saw that the market did a definite breakout of this point, which also was a breakout of the big round number, I just couldn't resist. And again, there was the possibility here. This is one of the what I call red line or purple line. There was a magnet here at 70. So my probability were not unbelievably high, but it was slightly more than 50-50 in my opinion. And so I jumped in and I got my 10 points, and then the market went up. After that, I didn't do anything. Basically, at this point here, market would have been triggered here. I was actually already in the Dow Jones, so correlation, I couldn't trade. It would have been good. Other points here. I could have entered this one here. It was 15:45. It was a little bit late on Friday. I was quite happy with what was happening in the market and in my account, so I didn't take it. If I did take it, apart from the fact that I would have preferred, and I did prefer, to trade the YM instead, it would have been a correlation problem, but it would have been positive anyway. So another good day for the DAX. And another good day for the YM. It was a little bit frustrating to start with. Very, very boring morning, as you see. Usual filtering here for the Fed talks, where nothing happened. There was this breakout here that would have been fantastic. However, look at the time. It's 2:30. We don't trade the 2:30 bar. I could have entered this one, and I didn't. As I said, I was on the cautious side today. I just wanted to be more sure. And sure for me is something achievable. And when I saw this one here, away from news, away from opening, away from everything else, and when you can, actually, yes, you risk 3 or 4 to get one, but this one is quite achievable. The S3 is very close to the round number, the big round number. You had the possibility of entering at 16, 15, and the market went down to 6. Now, I was again quite lucky because it made actually 11 points, and I managed to make 10, actually 9 with a little bit of slippage. But this bar here was really bad. I mean, as you can see, this is a hammer, it's a reversal bar. I didn't like it at all. The market retraced it here. There was an idea of re-entering here, but I want to be more sure, sure that there is an actual breakout. You see, the market bounced at big round numbers, so I couldn't have taken this anyway. But I was waiting. Look at this. I mean, this is obviously a big trend. They waited quite a lot, but this is a pretty big trend. And you want to jump in. And the good time to jump in is this, the breakouts of this range here. At 1535, far away from everything. And it was very good. It was a re-entry. And I actually made 20 points on this, and then I decided to leave the stock to break even, and I was just hit at break even for a tick. So I've given back the little luck that I had on DAX before, and on this trade before. I could have stayed in, and the market, as you can see, then tanked. On these trades, on this second trade here, yeah, I mean, a safe place would have been, for a stop, would have been this one here. I can't take this, or even up here. You don't want to risk too much when you're scalping, basically, and being just above this moving average here would have been enough. Anyway, it was a really good week, quite boring to start with, very low volatility, with market quite jerky, but actually we managed to make a pretty good week, and I hope that next week the market will be even more favorable and make even more money. Thank you very much and have a great weekend.